In 1999, Canada's Sun Circus, one of the largest in the world, presented to the audience a grand acrobatic performance called Dragon Lion, which was saturated with Chinese cultural elements. The majority of the acrobatic performers had Asian faces, as a careful look revealed. They took upon themselves the most difficult acrobatic acts and did an excellent job. Among the troupe's 55 performers from 10 countries, 37 were from China. Their repertoire included double slings, single-handed handstand, all-lady springboard, ballet on the lantern. The times have again and again won international acrobatic prizes. Dragon Lion has created a sensation in North America. More than 3 million people have seen the show over the past 4 years, and the venue was always overpacked. Perfect was the word used by the Los Angeles Times to describe the performance. The New York Times said the performance challenged the limit of human beings' physical strength and the law of physics. Chinese acrobats took form roughly around the Qin dynasty. It reached its first peak in the Han dynasty in terms of content and skills. A formal name was then given to the acrobatic art, Bai Shi, which literally means miscellaneous performances. According to historical records, the Han Emperor Wudi threw a banquet in his palace in 108 AD. during which grand acrobatic performances were presented, serving as an eye-opener to the audience. It was rather surprising to note that some foreign acrobatic artists put up shows at the occasion. In the Tang Dynasty, acrobatics were popular in the court and among the mortal beings. Some items in the miscellaneous performances were eliminated, and those which survived the selection developed further, taking on some unique attributes compared with the items in the Han Dynasty. Unprecedented high skills made their debut during this period. This painting features people of all walks of life in the upper part and various kinds of artists, including acrobatic performers, in the lower part. This reflects that acrobatics held a special place in the field of arts at the time. China was caught in the incessant civil wars in the early 20th century. Acrobatic artists, however, tried to keep acrobatics from becoming extinct with their forbearance and their artistic excellence. Shi Dejun, an acrobatic artist from Wuqiao, Hebei province, lived and performed in Europe. He spoke fluent English and French and married a European woman. Is a 1922 group photo of the Beijing Acrobatics Group, one of the most famous at the time. It is interesting to note that none of the Beijing group was Beijing native. All the members of this acrobatic group were from Wuqiao. The ancient mural unearthed in Wuqiao features ancient Wuqiao people performing acrobatics. Why are Wuqiao people acrobatic-oriented? It is a bitter story. It was hard to eke out a living on the barren land here. People had to learn acrobatics skills just to make a living. Gradually, their skills got better and better until very well honed. This made Wuqiao famous for acrobatics and earned the name Cradle of Acrobatics. The Changchun Film Studio shot a feature film, Circus, in which it was the first of its kind in New China. All the acrobatic stunts were from Wuqiao. Therefore, people naturally associate Wuqiao with acrobatics. Now, more than 1,000 families in Wuqiao are exclusively devoted to acrobatics. Acrobatic schools abound in the area, and there is a grand venue for acrobatic performances, Acrobatics World. Much progress has been made in Chinese acrobatics in terms of style, technique, and innovation since the 1980s. Chinese acrobats have also kept track of the development trends of the world acrobatics. All this bears fruit, a marked progress made in Chinese acrobatics, which is widely recognized in the world. Chinese acrobatics have won more than 100 gold medals in various international events. Some people hence jokingly call Chinese acrobatics a storage room for international acrobatics gold medals. As early as the Han Dynasty's miscellaneous performances, Pagoda of Bowls was already featured. Jia Zhuhua, a renowned female acrobat from Wuhan Acrobatics Troupe, pushed the art further towards artistic excellence in the 1960s. She invented many novel techniques, which made her performance breathtaking and marked breakthroughs in this ancient acrobatic form. She won the gold medal at the 6th World Youth Gala. She was representative of Chinese acrobatics at the time. Some people say acrobatics is a business card China presents to the world. Chinese acrobatic techniques are classified into the following categories. Head balancing techniques, which require that the performer has superb balancing power. Swing techniques, which require the performer to complete a series of complicated acts mid-air with the help of rope. Techniques of juggling with the feet, which require the performer lying on his or her back to control the movement of the objects with their feet. Jar juggling techniques, which require the acrobat to juggle jars and jugs of various sizes with his head, hands, and feet. Wire walking skills, with which the performer walks to and fro on the wire and does many kinds of dancing or juggling acts. Pole climbing skills, with which performers climb up and down a vertical pole, doing many kinds of breathtaking acts. Dish spinning techniques, which requires that the performers spin the dishes atop thin rods while completing a series of difficult acts. The charm of acrobatics lies in that acrobats do what ordinary people cannot do. All acrobats begin training when very young, and hence have a solid foundation of techniques. Many acts in Chinese acrobatics are executed on a swaying pedestal. This requires that acrobats be somber-headed, possess well-honed skills, and a marvelous balancing power. At the Tomorrow International Circus Festival, which was staged in February 2001, acrobat Zhang Gongli won the Golden Award and the French Presidential Award with his high chairs. As a matter of fact, this item is a traditional one, in which the acrobat performs various acts on 4 chairs piled up on one another. Zhang, however, performs difficult acts on 8 stacked up chairs at the height of 9 meters. Chinese magic is wonderful as well. The difference between Chinese magic and Western magic lies in that Western magic emphasizes stage setting and prop, while the prop used in Chinese magic is often a gown or a sheet, whereas a kaleidoscope range of things come out from the simple prop. Sometimes bronze plate with roaring flames, sometimes a pot brimming with water with golden fish swimming in it, and so on. In recent years, Chinese magicians have borrowed the face-changing techniques from Sichuan opera, which helps render Chinese magic all the more attractive. Juggling with feet is mostly performed by female acrobats, which combines strength and deftness. With their deft feet, they juggle various kinds of things: heavy tables, wine vat, and light silk umbrellas. Wire walking in midair requires the acrobat perform with agility and grace. It combines breathtaking performance and poetic beauty. The item, Silk Blue-Toned Reverie, represents the highest level of wire walking in Chinese acrobatics. Adi Li, an acrobat from Xinjiang, wire walked 1,400 meters between two mountain peaks in the absence of any safety device. He created a world record. Adi Li is the exponent of Dawazi, which means in Uyghur language, rope wailing in midair. It originated in Central Asia 2,000 years ago. The art was introduced into China during the Han Dynasty, but got lost later. In Xinjiang, only one clan is devoted to the trade, and Adi Li is the 6th generation down the line. At the APEC summit held in Shanghai 2001, the On the Head and Shoulder Ballet Swan Lake was staged for state heads or leaders of 20 or so countries and regions. Graceful dancing together with difficult balancing acts brought the dual charm of ballet and acrobatics into relief. The performance drew 18 ovations from the audience for 6 minutes and 27 seconds. The duo brought their performance to Europe in late 2001. German audiences were held spellbound by the ballet on the shoulders. Extra performances had to be staged. In January 2002, the Oriental Swans snatched the Golden Clown Award in Monaco, the highest prize at the Monte Carlo International Circus Festival.
我们那个